One of the hardest parts of being a tech reviewer is finding a robot lawnmower that actually gets along with my robot dogs. But that might finally change with this. This is the Greenworks AiMowbot C20. And what stood out to me right away is how simple this thing is to set up. No boundary wires, no digging, no complicated setup process. You basically set it up, map your lawn, and you're ready to go. Now together we'll be unboxing it as well as trying it out and showcasing exactly what can it do. Now if you want to learn more about it, check out the link down below in the description. And without further ado, let's go ahead and rewind and unbox this thing. Alright, check it out. So this is your packaging, this here's our box. Pretty cool, definitely a little bit bigger than I was expecting. It can adjust to any size, anywhere from 3/4 of an inch to 3.5 inch. Now this weighs about 56 pounds, so just exercise caution. Let's open this thing up. And then of course we have our quick start guide, as these things can be a little intimidating. Now obviously this is not operating something like our X2 over here, but in fact it is actually can be quite difficult if you don't know what you're doing. So one thing is note that we do have our charging station, so you want to find a nice location for this, and you want to install it by using these screws that come with it, and you want to put it into the ground, and then you want to have at least 32 feet worth of distance to go ahead and plug it to an outlet. From there, we're going to open up the back cap here and connect the low voltage cable to the charging station. It does recommend placing the charger station where Wi-Fi is enabled. So you want to make sure you have good Wi-Fi capability. Next up is our reference antenna. Now this is where things do get a little tricky for my part. I always have a hard time dealing with this particular units. Now again, similar in concept, so you want to have it someplace nice in the distance where Wi-Fi is able to get to it, as this does rely on connectivity to make it work. So it shows you how to go ahead and set this up. You do put the antenna straight down, so that's interesting, and that goes into the pipe. From there, it's just plug and play, and that connects to the back of the unit, and push it to the base station. From there, there'll be a pairing mode. Once it's paired, you have full connectivity. Operation, quite similar to what you would like is a robot vacuum goes. So you'd create a perimeter or essentially mapping. Now they do have optional accessories where you can mount the antenna somewhere else. So that is also an option. And then this is what we're dealing with. So we got various different pipes. We have our wiring. This here is going to be our fork to mount it into the ground. So this is our IPX5 or RTK specifically. And then this will actually do that, and then this will go inside here. So usually these antennas are mounted on the top. This is actually nicely embedded into the pipe. Actually comes with a physical user manual, some screws, and then some additional blades. So that's kind of nice that they do include that as well. Over here we have our robot lawnmower. This is going to be our low voltage power, and then this is going to be our power supply for our charging station. So inside here we have various different clips to keep this tethered down. We have extra QR codes that kind of go to it. And then of course we have our anchors. So this is our base station before we start looking at the actual robot lawnmower. Very cool concept, very slim. I like that a lot. Again, you have these little slots here to anchor it down. You have that QR code, or essentially the code that it recognizes to find its home base. And then it also has these electric charger ports, so it kind of slide right in. So this here is our robotic lawnmower. First impressions. Definitely very cool. You have a lot of different textures going throughout this. So one thing you know, you have this high gloss finish kind of wrapping around it, and then you have this almost like wrinkled gray finish as well. So a very durable finish quality, and that's more or less on the surroundings, not necessarily on the top. You do have a little display screen here as well, so this is to go ahead and control the robot if you're not using the app. You have your stop button right here as well too, in case there's an emergency. On the front side here, you'll notice that it does have, looks like a camera. Here we go, we have our camera. as well as a variety of different sensors, including a light that will go ahead and allow us to control the robot and see what it sees. In terms of movement goes, it has its 2 front wheels with a very interesting looking texture for the wheels. So this gives it good grip. And then as we kind of flip it over, this is where you'll see kind of how it works. So one, you have this free spinning wheel. Majority of it is going to be controlled through the front over here. You'll see this is the charge port. And then you have these 3 blades. You want to be careful touching that. It's very sharp. And it does have a shield guard around it, so that's kind of nice too. And then this will go up and down based on how deep it wants to cut. Other than that, pretty straightforward. All right, so we're all set and ready to go. It's actually already mowing. So the setup was quite simple. We want to go and find a nice spot to mount it, so I mounted it over here. Got our RTK antenna as well, and it literally linked up in a matter of seconds. After that, it was a quick mapping, literally up to you on how you want to do it. They even also give you no-go zones and different ways of crossing barriers, but you can also rely on the sensors, which we'll be trying out in a little bit. So one thing I did notice is that if your grass is too tall, you can't cut it really short right away. It'll actually stop you, notify you that the grass might be too tall, and to go ahead and increase the grass cutting height. So you'd have to actually kind of gradually bring it down instead of doing it in one sweep. So just keep that in mind if you have grass that tends to grow really fast. Now in terms of coverage goes, the C20 is meant for small to medium lawns. It's about 1/2 acre as advertised, which for most homes is actually the right sweet spot. Cutting starts, it moves in a more structured pattern. So instead of randomly bouncing around, it actually gets those clean lines in the grass. And especially from above, you can really see the difference between cut and uncut areas. So far, it's doing its own thing. It's still holding a good charge. And I'm kind of excited to see how this all performs at the end of it. You can control everything from the app. Start, stop, schedule, even check the status. Not overly complicated as some of the other ones I reviewed in the past. They're not giving you a million different options. Literally just ask you where to mow and what height you want. And then literally, it's on its way. It also has a built-in screen on the mower itself. So if you just walk up to it, you can quickly see what it's doing without opening your phone. And also, it's really quiet. It's not loud, not aggressive sounding. You can literally just let it run in the background without even thinking about it. And once it's done, or the battery gets low, it just heads back to the charging base on its own. My only complaint so far is that the cutting pattern is only about 6 inches. It's not as wide as imagined, but it does go back and forth over it, so it does make sure that it gets every part of the particular grass. Now again, you can see it kind of going about here. If I did stand right in front of it, it'll actually go around me, which is really nice. And then of course, this grass here, once it does cut it, it becomes fertilizer. So literally, it'll help the grass grow and it's nutritious for it. Again, great way to go ahead and have your own maintenance goes for your lawn. All right, so onto the terrain. Now on flatter areas, it does great. But on steeper slopes, I did notice that it did struggle a bit more compared to some of the other mowers in the past. So it can handle light inclines, but nothing too aggressive. Another thing I noticed is how well clean it stays. After running it, there wasn't a bunch of grass buildup. In fact, it was literally nothing at all. Just a quick little blow dry, and it literally cleans it spot on just like this, which is something I've personally had issues in the past. Majority of the times, it always kind of accumulates and becomes a huge issue. Obstacle avoidance was actually really solid. In fact, it had no problem navigating around different objects. And of course, we had to test it with our robotic dog. All right, so up next, we're gonna see how this robot lawnmower deals with pets. Since I don't actually have any pets other than a robot dogs, let's see how this one handles this one right here. So if a dog just happened to go in front of it, you'll see that the lawnmower automatically stops and it'll go and continue doing what it's doing in terms of cutting. yeah, definitely safe, and you can actually hear the lawnmower stop as it's happening. And then it'll continue doing what it needs to do once it does its business. Good job. And you can see it's actually going back to cut the grass too. All right. All right. Let's see if we can do a front flip over the robot lawnmower. Why? It's for fun. Why not? Oh. Now, obviously, here at Conflicts, we do things a little differently. So what better way to test the obstacle avoidance? Well, without a little car. All right, so here it comes. We're gonna park this guy right over here. Let's see if it can go around me. All right, buddy, let's see what you got. Does it see me? Ah, it does. Yes, go around. I have the right of way over here. It's like literally mesmerized. Like, wait, there's a car in the grass? Okay, yep, there you go. And off he goes. Nope, he's still trying to figure out a way to get around me. So it doesn't know exactly how big of an object this is. It'll constantly use its detection to see what exactly is going on. Again, it's gonna stop again, and then it'll continue its path. But yeah, does it handle that? I would say definitely yes. Good job, guy. So overall, if you're looking for something simple, easy to set up, and don't want to deal with the wires, this is probably one of the most straightforward options out there. It's not perfect, but for everyday use, it definitely gets the job done without making things complicated at all. So with that said, if you guys have any questions about this, feel free to comment down below. Otherwise, we will see you in the next video. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.